Ambition can build empires, but it can also burn them to the ground. My sister and I started out with one dream, one goal, and one simple promise. We would always rise together. But somewhere along that journey, success changed her. This is the story of how my sister's ambition destroyed everything: our business, our trust, and our family. My sister and I used to be inseparable. We weren't just siblings, we were best friends, business partners, and each other's biggest supporters. Growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, but we had incredibly big dreams. I remember us sitting in our tiny shared bedroom planning our future. We used to say, "One day the world will know our name." And when we finally launched our own business, a small design studio born from pure passion, that dream started to feel real. At first, everything was absolutely perfect. We were a team. We worked day and night, fueled by coffee and excitement, creating designs that people genuinely loved. We celebrated every little win together, from our first sale to our first feature in a local magazine. I'll never forget the day our first product went viral online. We were sitting on the floor of our tiny office, watching the numbers climb, and we just started crying tears of pure joy. We had made it. At least, that's what I thought. But success? It has a funny way of changing people. It can be a bright light that guides you or a blinding glare that makes you lose your way. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, my sister started making decisions without me. She would attend important meetings alone. She'd sign deals I hadn't even heard about. And then, during interviews, she began taking full credit for our shared ideas. When I tried to talk to her about it, to ask why I was being pushed out, she would just brush it off. "Relax," she'd say. "I'm doing this for us." But us was quickly turning into her. The final blow came on a Tuesday evening. I walked into the office late, ready for another all-nighter, and I found her there, packing up my desk into a cardboard box. My heart stopped. "What's going on?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. She didn't even look at me. Her voice was cold, unfamiliar. "You're too emotional for this business," she said. "I'm taking the company in a new direction." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. The sister I trusted more than anyone in the world, the person I had built my entire dream with, had just fired me from my own company. Just like that. The days that followed turned into weeks of silence. My phone, which used to buzz constantly with her calls and texts, stayed quiet. My heart felt heavy, broken. I replayed every conversation, every decision, trying to figure out what I did wrong. But then one morning I had a realization. I wasn't the problem. Her ambition was. There's a fine line between ambition and obsession. Ambition is about achieving success. Obsession is about maintaining control, no matter the cost. She had crossed that line. So I started over. From scratch. There was no office this time, no team, just my laptop on my small kitchen table. It was humbling. I worked quietly, pouring my heart into building something new. I stopped chasing fame or follower counts. Instead, I focused on my passion and my purpose. And slowly, something incredible happened. It worked. People started finding my new designs. Old clients came back. They said my work had heart, a soul that they felt was missing from her company now. Meanwhile, the empire my sister had so ruthlessly built began to show cracks. She developed a reputation for being difficult and cold. Her best employees left, loyal clients walked away, and the same media outlets that once praised her now wrote articles about her company's toxic culture. One night, there was a knock on my door. It was her. The same sister who once called me too emotional stood there, looking completely exhausted and defeated. "I lost everything," she whispered, her voice cracking. In that moment, I looked at her and I didn't feel anger. I just felt a profound sadness. "You didn't lose everything," I told her gently. "You just forgot what really mattered." That night, I realized something powerful. Ambition itself isn't a bad thing. It's the fuel that drives us to achieve great things. But when you let it consume your heart, it destroys the very people who helped you climb. It isolates you at the top. Today, my new business is thriving. Not because of greed or a hunger for power, but because of gratitude and collaboration. I hire people who value teamwork over titles. I've learned that success built on kindness and integrity lasts so much longer than success built on pride and ego. My sister and I, we talk sometimes now. We don't talk about business. We talk about life, about healing. She's trying to rebuild herself, not her company. And I genuinely wish her well. Her ambition destroyed everything we built together, that's true. But it also taught me how to build something even more important, something truly unbreakable, myself. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If it resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe and join our community. See you in the next video.